What's going on, YouTube? It's your nigga Uptown Jackson. And I think you deserve... Oh, that is actually better lighting. Let's work this out. Let's get it good before we... Bam. It's cold in my garage. That's why I'm wrapped up in a blanket. So, the other day, and this has been an ongoing argument with me and my daughter for about 2 years, about if Santa Claus is real. And I keep trying to explain to her that Santa Claus is not real, which I probably should not do. But I'm a killjoy sometimes, and I'm a realist. And then this year, when she told me that even poor kids get presents, I was like, okay. This tastes good. So I got yelled at by my wife because, of course, kids being kids, my daughter goes on a field trip to see Santa Claus. And then one of the teachers says, "Is everybody ready to see Santa Claus?" Of course, little Uptown raises her hand, says, "My daddy says Santa Claus ain't real." Niggas, kids are crying. The teachers don't know what to do. The chaperones don't know what to do. And then finally, once again, little Uptown raises her hand and says, "Well, I believe in Santa Claus." And then I guess one of the other parents there helps diffuse the situation. Now, my wife's initial reaction, which she's really good at, like, thinking about what she just said. "Top of the morning, Callie." "Ooh, you're up early. We're in the same time zone, brother." So I was just relaying a story about how my daughter told everybody in her class on a field trip, actually more than just her class, that I said there was no Santa Claus. Nigga, kids started crying. And then she raises her hand. She says, "Well, I believe in Santa Claus," which I can't get her not to, which is my whole thing. And then my wife is like, "You can't tell her there's no such thing as Santa Claus." To which I was like, "Well, nobody's going to tell me that I have to lie to my child." Then she says, "Well, we have to make sure that whatever you guys talk about, she doesn't talk about in class." And that I can agree on. Because as she gets older, I would really like to be real with my kid. And I think all parents should be real with their kid. But the thing is, and I guess the crux of this video, other than me having an excuse to smoke at 7 o'clock in the morning, some really good weed, is it right? Is Santa Claus healthy? Like, not even just like telling, I mean, the whole thing, like having kids believe in Santa Claus. Leave in the comments below what you guys think, because of course this is early in the morning and nobody is watching me. Callie Smoke just left in the comments, "Your daughter will know that it's fake later." I actually, as I was dropping her off at school that very same day of the field trip, was telling her, "You know what? You will spend more of your life not believing in Santa Claus than you will believing in Santa Claus. So if you want to believe in him now, I guess that's okay. But what really struck me is she thought that poor kids still get presents. And I'm like, man, sometimes not every kid gets presents. And if a poor kid does get presents, I think that whoever gave that kid a present, being it a hardworking mom or uncle or grandparent or even a neighbor, should get credit for it. Not necessarily, well, maybe not necessarily, yeah, get credit for it. I'm not gonna say, even if it's just like, well, Santa didn't do it. Am I a curmudgeon? YouTube, answer me that. Am I a curmudgeon? Because I think that, yeah, and what about Jehovah's Witnesses? What about Buddhist kids? Does Santa think they're naughty because they don't bring them something? I mean, the whole concept just raises too many questions. And I guess I just have a probing mind. And as an atheist, I'm trained to think about things from other angles, like what about other cultures? But I don't know. But at the same time, like, who am I to steal a kid's joy? And a lot of motherfucking Muslims. Like, who am I to, like, really steal a 5-year-old's joy and wonder about Christmas? Like, if kids want to believe in Santa Claus, and even saying that, I'm like, that's so crazy to me. And I think I may hold some deep-seated resentment because when I was a kid, I didn't really believe in Santa Claus. And I had a cousin who was a couple of years younger than me, and he did. So every year, he would get extra presents marked like from Santa, and he'd be like, see, Santa brought me these. And I'd be like, nah, nigga, they just rewarding you for believing in Santa. So maybe even playing the game. Yeah, exactly. I get it. It's Cali Smoke commented, because he's the only one watching right now. It's very fun for a new generation. So as a parent, because I only have the one kid, she's only 5, like, when do you cut it off? Or do you just let them come to their own conclusion about the real world? Sean Holly has joined the conversation. Sean, I'm trying to decide, is Santa Claus a good or bad thing? And I feel like because I think that Santa Claus is a bad thing, I'm a bit of a Scrooge or a curmudgeon. And I don't want to be a Scrooge or a curmudgeon. See, I'm with you. And the real salt in my wounds on this one is that my child goes to a Catholic school, which is fine. It's a good education, and my wife isn't an atheist. I'm not going to force her to be. So not only do I have to kind of grit my teeth at the prayer and Jesus and nuns and spooky guys running around in black robes, I got to endure like the frivolous shit of motherfucking Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, yeah, told her the Tooth Fairy won't real. Like, I'm just a realist. I want my child to grow up, like, not having to shed, like, silly ideas. Now, keep in mind, my kid religiously, and I understand the irony of me just using that word, but my kid faithfully plays with dolls. She has a vivid imagination. Santa Claus is just a Christmas thing. Like, that's how the whole thing started. I hope you go back and watch it. You didn't miss much, 10 minutes. But yeah, man, my daughter caused a ruckus on a field trip by telling people that I said Santa Claus don't exist. She also tells people that my underarms stink sometimes, which is also true. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a man, and I'm kind of an eccentric genius. So, yeah, if I hold myself up in my fucking garage for 3 days thinking about some shit when I come out, I'm gonna be a little musty. I would like to lie and be like, I'm in here working out, but y'all niggas, y'all don't see no weights. Ain't no Stairmaster, no free weights in this motherfucker. But, yeah, that was I guess, took 11 minutes. I just don't think that filling my kid's head up with nonsense, and I don't want to call it nonsense because, man, but yeah, I'm fucking jaded. Like, do you realize Santa Claus is only as popular as he is because Coca-Cola used him in fucking ads with like the Norman Rockwell paintings of Santa Claus drinking a Coke? Like, that's when Santa Claus became like hella commercialized and shit. The Christmas tree the Christmas tree is actually, okay, do you guys know where Christmas trees come? Well, you know what? I don't know who'll be watching this later. And they may not know where Christmas trees come from. Christmas trees come from when the Romans made everybody become Christians. Like the old religions of like the Druids, I think they were Druids, and the nature lovers, they were celebrating the winter solstice. And they did it with the evergreen tree or whatever the fuck, the pioneer evergreens. So when they were like, no, niggas, y'all are Christians now, they had to disguise their old traditions to fit into the new ones because the government was like, no, y'all ain't celebrating that Druid shit no more. They're like, this is not a Druid tree, nigga. This is a motherfucking Christmas tree. So, I mean, that's where Christmas trees came from. I just don't see the need in not telling my kid that. But she's 5 and she watches fucking people on YouTube play with dolls and do toy reviews. She has a vivid imagination. I don't want to take away her wonder either. But I'm like, man, she gets enough fucking wonder, right? Like, she plays enough. So I don't know. I would love to hear what other people think. Leave it in the comments. So he said kids are smarter than we think. We deprogram them and then reprogram them with bullshit, which is actually a really good point, and it's a kind of unspoken mantra around this house. One of the shows that I like, Rick and Morty, one of their themes is school is no place for smart people. Man, I had to write thank you notes when I was a kid. Santa Claus never got no thank you note. There was a definite to and from on all of my presents, and Santa's name was nowhere to be found. Ever. I just don't ever remember, like, believing in Santa Claus. It's just and I think what it was is, now I'm high, because whatever the fuck I'm smoking is good. My mom was a young mom, and she really likes horror movies, or she used to. And I don't think that she wanted to stop watching horror movies because her son was getting nightmares. So very early on, I learned that, man, there is the real world, and there is the world that is not the real world. And it was two separate shits. I swear this is purple and gelato, and it's killing me right now how good this joint is. It's really gonna start fucking this video up because I've pretty much said all I have to say. Well, shit, there it is. I've said all I have to say. Now it's time for you guys to weigh in on the comments. If by somehow you randomly have stumbled across this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up if you're like, yeah, nigga, you ain't gotta tell your kid about Santa Claus. Thumbs down if you think I'm a fucking Scrooge. Either way, share the video. I appreciate you motherfuckers rocking with me. This is Uptown Jackson. Until next time, which it should be soon. I got some actually, another special giveaway, which Nico, nigga, I need your address. Please find a way to get in touch with me. I got a pin for you in my motherfucking glove box from the last giveaway. Lala, you won too. Actually, Lala Papa, but I know how to get in touch with you. So I'll find you on Discord. But yeah, Nico, I don't know how to get in touch with you to give you this motherfucking pin that I got. Peace. But find me or I'll find you.